Hey everyone, today will be the second episode of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, Outside a Bag of Milk. Very interesting game. I recorded the last episode a couple of days ago and I thought, here, it is finally time to do another episode on the game. I really enjoyed it and let's just pick up where we left from last time. So we have our main character here. I'll just do the same thing as I did last time. I'll just be reading, sometimes maybe propose some theory that I have, and just like follow the story along with you guys. I just wanna lie down for a bit. I'm just laying, nothing crazy. Just chill. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Can you stay silent, please? I was pretty silent. I need to get my thoughts in order. And of course, guys, if you guys have not watched the previous episode, I do advise you to... I hope the mixing of the audio is way better on this episode. But still, try to watch the other one so you can follow the story. Okay. I need to get my thoughts in order. What is that exactly? What's going on? I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard, so she's looking up at her ceiling. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. That doesn't seem like helpful advice. Ew! I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? Fireflies is sick. I don't mind either way. So she's basically sort of talking to herself. I don't exactly remember from last time if at this point she's laying by herself or I was still talking to her. So I guess I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, she's either talking to herself or to me. I don't mind either way, it said. I forgot to read. Okay, some cute fireflies on the ceiling, just dancing around. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts. They're fireflies now. Yeah, I realized. Start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. I'm just waiting. It's just that moment doesn't come. That's how my head looks. It just bloop bloop bloop. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling makes me start losing my patience. Enough. I hate you. She is just like me. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job. Now start over. No way. Okay, yeah, I am talking to her. She's not talking to herself. Because it kind of sounds like she has like an alter ego. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. Bad to who? I don't give a damn. Damn right. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? She looks very concerned. No. A lot of people act like this. Really? No, not really. Why did I say that? That's not true at all. There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone, if you have a reason for that. Does she have a reason? Yeah, you did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better. Believe me. And now, start over. Who am I to give her all these uh, authoritative tasks. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. I don't seem like I'm such a supportive role, but sure. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me, please? Tell me you help me. I particularly don't really want to. Maybe I shouldn't have advised her to look for the fireflies. Maybe my mistake. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while laying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. I don't know. Maybe she was feeling guilty about the milk that she bought. That's the thing. I have no idea. It's kind of weird. Will you tell me? Oh my god. Huh? What is that? I don't like that whatsoever. They didn't tell me this would happen. Wait, one moment. Okay. Alright. I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. What? Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk or did he bring milk? Who's he? I wonder, if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder. Okay, I'm not reading that again. Oh. Wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. All my eyelashes one after another. She's going insane. She was already insane. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then... Here, drink some milk. Do not drink the milk. Do I have any other option? Oh. First death. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Oh, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? Did she actually die? Or maybe she's immortal? Maybe she can respawn after dying? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. Great deflecting. Good job deflecting the question. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. Definitely. I need to gather my thoughts and quickly go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. I wish my thoughts were hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. Maybe her mom will punish her for it. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Mm. Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? Who? Me? No, of course not. Never be you. I think you forgot to put up your mind block. I can see through you. Rude. Alright then. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything, even an inch. This, like, this game is so weird. It's just like a bunch of these things happening, and you're like, not questioning it. You don't realize how insane you are. It's kind of having like a look, not from the outside in, but from the inside out, at like a psyche of a person. Yeah. My oh my. I have an idea. What is the idea? Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. Never stop your dreams from becoming reality. You know, those games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. Yep, just like real life. Sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. What are you talking about? This is so childish. Wanna know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh, so you're gonna be doing nothing, or you'll be the character, I guess. Did she always have this outline? Or am I going insane? Whatever. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? Love some good guilt tripping. You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. You're the one being boring. I was just teasing you. No, I was not. You don't have to bear through the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Okay, I didn't agree to it, but whatever. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowie! Wowie! What's gonna happen? Please. Oh, a little firefly. What thought is this? I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it was in order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. Yeah, back into my head. Little bugs crawling in my head. Hehe, it tickles. One down, let's look for the others. How many thoughts do you have? Isn't one enough? Alrighty, so I need to click on things. The lights? Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I don't know. I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Oh my god. Why do you have to be so condescending? How about you do it? If they want to purposefully want to... Only if they purposefully want to lower their self-esteem. I feel like this is either foreshadowing or is saying something about her. But maybe I'm looking too deeply into it. Okay. So where would, if I was a firefly, where would I hide? I don't like how this is like shaking, so let's not do that yet. For the firefly, I'll go in the vents. It's not easy to get out of here. What? They were not in the vents? What about here? This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Who was I talking to then? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. So she was not sleeping. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. I like how you can see how sleepy she is. Not anymore. Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary. They always cause insomnia, just like tonight. But isn't this shouldn't she be falling asleep then if she has no thoughts right now? What if they're in her pills? I look at the amount of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. Did she even take pills this night? What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless, could have died. Exactly, she did not take the pills. Hey, calm down, you've already fixed that. This also is a weird answer, but whatever. Yeah, because you ordered me to. Things could have been... is that an accusation? Let's go for that. Of course not. It was what saved me. Well, and that is reasonable. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly! Hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Yeah, you need all your bugs in your head to feel clear. Okay, let's just check out this whole area. I don't want to check this. What if they're in the trash? I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. You don't have to appear every time I click on something. There is nothing here, indeed. No self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Who said they're self-respecting? Can't disagree with you here. I did. I literally just did, but whatever. Hey. Right. Insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf, I sniff around, and leave smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure that plant will be able to attract any insects. Oh, we kinda don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? She is deflecting a lot. She was deflecting about what the thoughts are. Now that we're asking why she's not taking out the dead flowers, she's not responding either. Again, I don't know if this has a deeper meaning. But you do guys remember that when she drank the milk, she also died herself. But like, for some reason, we didn't even speak about it properly. It's weird. Maybe she likes having dead flowers. Okay, let's check the book. I mean, should I really check everything? Let's check the air conditioning. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. Just one moment, guys? Okay, no, that's fine. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. She has cockroaches in her AC. What would cockroaches be there? That's a good question. Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts of cockroaches. I guess so. Yes, but they became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So she summoned cockroaches with her mind. And then she like threw them away into the AC, or they just went there by themselves and just a bunch of fireflies also spawned. I'm beginning to doubt that anything in this world is real at all. So they occupied this place, and you knew about it somehow. Do you understand now? Or she's just deflecting? Maybe it's not cockroaches, but just thoughts that she doesn't want to get out. Maybe she doesn't want to have those thoughts, so she's hiding it as cockroaches, and she's only taking a couple fireflies of the thoughts that she does want to have, because it seems that she knows a lot more than she's letting us know. But let's say I'll pretend I do. I'll definitely check. Oh, I cannot click on things I clicked on before. So we're gonna click everything, okay? Hopefully it's not a problem for you guys. Let's look at the notes. Your usual notebook pages. Glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. That is not your handwriting, isn't it? Who wrote it? Her mom? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks. Is her mom a beast? Assuming that her mom wrote the notes. Oh, you see? Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a business-like manner, it takes off into a business-like flight and ends up entering my business-like ear. So stupid. I love it. Hey, let's continue searching. More deflecting. Every time we ask her something, she just starts deflecting. Wow, there's so much to check. Let's do the radio. I'm sure there's some way to make them work. We need to plug it in. Can we not have that? That is scary. Okay. Backpack. I look down. My school bag. Worn down and silly. It's almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating. I hope that's how you say it. Decomposing and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Senseless and cruel. You are there, but I don't care. Yippee. Is it me you're laughing at? What? I'd never. After all, you're not my pet. That's a weird thing to say. I'm not going along with this nonsense anymore. Got it? Got it. Hey, it wasn't on purpose this time. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. I don't believe her, but I don't think anybody else does. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. I'm really sure of that, yeah. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. So, for how long do I really know her? To the point where I wouldn't even know if she actually went to school. Alright. What did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were really bright. Not like at home. That's it. Don't rush me. Let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. All of them. They probably got told off so hard. Maybe she killed all of them and she has remains of them in her backpack. I smiled gently, absorbed in more memories. You never graduated though? Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago. The tasks were way too easy. Okay, so I think this is the first time they ever mentioned dad. The only thing that this really tells me is I'm not the dad. I remember I had that question last episode. But her dad doesn't seem too relevant in her life. She seems to speak of her mother every now and then, but her dad, I don't know what's up with him. Maybe we'll find out more. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner and went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember. Does it even matter? She's gonna just deflect anyways. Just okay. Good. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. And there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real. Sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind, as already happened countless times. What does that mean? If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. Picture. It feels like, in a way, like her mind is like, okay, this is gonna sound silly, probably, and it maybe not won't make sense to anybody but me. It kind of feels like her mind is the Matrix and she's aware of it, and she's just like navigating through this sort of life. She seems to recognize things, but she doesn't also seem to recognize that it's weird. She just sort of like knows about stuff and just accepted it. What if it's not her first time living? I mean, it's possible, assuming that she died and the story continued and she was just there like nothing happened. Also, why did she die from drinking the milk? Did that beast kill her? Is that some pact? Some curse that she had? There's all questions that need to be answered. Obviously the milk wasn't just spoiled. What do you mean you go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. That doesn't make sense. None of what I said connected to anything that she said. But it's fine. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling towards me from a bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then it flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, It flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while, then goes silent. This one is kinda sad. Wonder why. Doesn't matter. What matters is it's no longer alone. I mean, I still hold the belief that there is fireflies in the AC. And probably the strength of the firefly is also compared to how like strong that feeling is. The more negative the feeling is, probably the more gloomy and tired the firefly itself is. But yeah, just a theory. Sure, let's continue searching. I can just finish searching, but there's a couple things I still want to do. I really don't like that. Oh my god, it lets me search almost everything and I hate it. Right, this is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You drew that. You draw that, really? You draw that rarely. Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one. Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Complete dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you also tell me to do one instead of another? And how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Yeah. Man, you're a tough case. She looks so smug. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate. Laminate, is that how you say it? And the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on a stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Well, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. That just seems to me like she's scared of her thoughts. She probably draws her feelings or writes down her thoughts. Assuming it's a sketchbook, she probably just draws, but who really knows what's in there? She seems very ashamed of her thoughts overall. If I wait, open your eyes. No, it's okay, just do it. But you see, it more so seems that she's ashamed of her own thoughts rather than ashamed of someone else seeing them. I mean, maybe it's a combination of both, but she lets me see it now, but she didn't let me know about the thoughts from earlier. I assume she doesn't want me to know, but she doesn't mind it as much as her knowing, and if she can prevent herself from being exposed to it and know about it, she will. Maybe that's how it is. It's okay, just do it. No way, I know you're lying. Calm down. No, calm down. No! Calm down. Bro, is there anything else I can do? Calm down. No. Calm down. Calm down. I would get so angry if someone kept saying that to me. Fine. What? I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know, did you? You're a small one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it, I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence. But only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings. But it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy. You made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. So that was a strong thought. I don't know if that means it's a negative or a positive thought. It can go either way, really. Hopefully, a positive thought. I spent some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. I'm not finishing the search yet. We have those notes here. Let's do that. What are those? Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burnt them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks. Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. So what we got from that, she has quote pictures of her memories, but they're blank. It seems that she doesn't know too much from her past, perhaps. It could even be possible that she made up her past. Maybe she never even went to school. And her sort of like quote having those arbitrary pictures is like proof of her that she had like this past that she made up. Obviously she doesn't have genuine pictures, because what if it is made up? How are you going to take pictures of something that doesn't exist? Maybe just a shot in the dark. I'm just saying whatever comes to mind. Let's go for that alarm clock. I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2. Then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? Think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart. Whatever. I'll go with that. Count down 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on a clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. You still do. They pleaded for help, I think. What a mess. Truly a mess. I don't even know what to make out of what she's saying. She's just insane. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My god, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh. her exact reactions were. Forget it. Do you see this firefly? No. Oh, let's continue searching then. This time I dismissed her. Interesting. Okay, so we have a couple more items, guys. I'm sorry that I'm looking at everything. We have like four more items and this. Okay. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is the cage it's locked in and the cable. It's like an inmate if you think about it. And that's a very peculiar way to think about it. But yeah. So sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. Alright, let's go for the umbrella. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunder clouds that gather under my ceiling. Such a blessing that I can do without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want me to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. I feel like there is something there. She's hiding it. Also, the storm in her ceiling, probably, maybe, perhaps a metaphor, because she did say that she can look up at the ceiling and like see her thoughts, and the flies or fireflies start like buzzing around. Maybe that could sort of imitate a storm. Maybe just far-fetched, but you guys tell me. Okay, so the little nightstand. I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. What if... I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining. What about you don't imagine it and you just open it? Okay, the laptop. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure. I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much stuff to do. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did. Before entering the web. Not the web. She became chronically online, didn't she? Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? Yeah, I'm imagining. As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Right, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Okay? Yeah, okay. Wonderful. Here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. You want to talk about something else? Yeah. You'll end up returning to that subject anyway. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now, your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you're all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. Ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. She was... That, like, the analogy that she gave just sounded to me like an analogy you would give to someone who, for example, is adopted and like is from a different family, and like, does it really matter that the parents that adopted them don't have their biological blood? But I don't know, maybe that insinuates that her parents aren't her biological parents. Maybe, again, far-fetched. I guess all my theories here are kind of far-fetched because I'm not just reading, I'm also trying to make sense of it in maybe an interesting way and trying to sort of derive some meaning from it. Oh, yes. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time, try to avoid those stupid hamster analogies. You know, I'm not a fool here. So, I had a lot of friends online, tens, hundreds of them. Impossible to count. Is it impossible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Is she saying that all her friends were like her pets? She also called me a pet earlier. Okay. Hey, don't get distracted. Alright. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming. I thought it said gambling at first. Just like me. 130 of them like drawing. Just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. Who is into calculators? And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? I thought when she said equally is that they like both subjects equally, right? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. Debatable. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. Like the same way that the voices in your head die when you go to sleep. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Well, 0 and 1s, yeah. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Maybe that's why they're into calculators. Not really. What do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend. And I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Cool. That's not what I consider my friends to be, but you do you. Anyways, as I was saying, just one moment, guys. Okay, I apologize, my cat wanted some attention. Let's continue. So, anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose. It's mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something, and can see that myself, if only I knew what. It looks like a cipher. Don't you want to break it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that, and starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. So again, she avoids confronting her thoughts. Who would have thought? Also, this episode is a bit longer. I'm sorry for that, guys, or not sorry. But yeah. What about your story? Hmm? You must be mad at me for interrupting you, I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. What if you forget about the code word? Okay, so what do we have left? We have the radio you can interact with. I have this. I have the drinks, or like the toothbrush. And nothing else, right? Here. Okay. Let's do the inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There is a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. That's why Dad let her off the hook so easily. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. Closet is hanging over the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. 300 feet? Leo, no. Oh my god. 1 moment. Okay. Hopefully my cat will stop disturbing me. Right. So, are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally, and I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Even for a thousandth of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Cool. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh no, you don't. And act normal. So we have this. Alas, we were waiting for this. And this does nothing. I was waiting to search this because I was excited. Click on it does nothing. Maybe there's some secret behind it. I don't know, if you guys know what the secret is behind it, tell me. You found all the fireflies, amazing. Okay, so I think at this point I should end the video, but I enjoyed it was really fun and I hope you guys did as well. New video will be coming out again in a couple days, where we talk to her again after catching all the fireflies. Thank you for watching, I appreciate you, and have a good rest of your day, have a good night or a good day whenever you're watching this. Bye bye.